afternoon, ma'am. I'm Junilyn Goyos from DE2B. Today, I will discuss the Article 12, National Economy and Patrimony. Section 1. The goals of the national economy are the more equitable distribution of opportunities, income, and wealth, a sustained increase in the amount of goods and services produced by the nation for all benefits of the people, and expanding productively as the key to reaching the equality of life for all, especially the underprivileged. Concept of national economy and patrimony. Number 1, the national economy refers to the entire structure of economic life and country, encompasses of the activities relating to or considering with the product distribution and consumption of goods and service, and that are called function of production. Second, the national patrimony refers primarily to natural resources of country which under the Constitution includes all lands of public domain, waters, mineral, coals, petroleum, and other mineral oils, all forms of potential energies, fisheries, forests or timber, wildlife, flora, fauna, and all marine wealth, its archipelagic water, regional sea and exclusive maritime zone, and our cultural heritage. Three false goals of the national economy. First, equality, a more equitable distribution of opportunities, income, and wealth. One important adds is promoting equality is control of monopoly and prevention of unfair competition. Second, growth is the sustained increase in the amount of goods and services produced by the nation of benefits of the people. Economic growth is conventional measured by increase of gross domestic product, which is estimated value total value of all goods and services received by the community. Third, productively and expanding productively as the key to reach the quality to life for all, especially the unprivileged. Productivity is ability, capacity, or degree of effectiveness for making greater output or every moment of input employed. Strategy to accomplishment goals in the pursuit of the goals of the national economy, the Constitution mandates of state in Section 19 of Article 2 and Article 1 above aside from the other prevention. 1. To develop a self-reliant of independent national economy effectively controlled by Filipinos. The second, to promote industrialization and full employment. Third, to protect Filipino enterprise against unfair foreign competition and trade practice. Fourth, to give all economies, sector, and regions of country optimum opportunity to develop, and the last, to encourage prevent enterprise including corporation, cooperative, and similar collective organization to within the base of their ownership. Section 2. All lands of public domain, water, minerals, coal, petroleum, and other minerals, oil and forest potential energies, fisheries, forests and timber, wild flora and fauna, and other national resources are owned by state, with the exemption of agricultural lands or other national resources shall not be intelligent. The exploration, develop, and utilization of natural resources shall under the full control and supervision of the state. The state may direct undertake such activities or it may enter into co-production, joint venture of production, sharing agreements with Filipinos citizens or cooperation for assistance unless 60% extension of this capital is owned by such citizen. The state shall protect the nation marine swell waters, territory, sea, and exclusive economic zone and preserve its enjoyment exclusively the Filipinos citizen. The Congress may by law allow small-scale utilization of natural resources by Filipino netizens as well cooperative fishing farming with opportunity to subsistence fishermen and fish worker in river state by and law. Section 3. Lands of the public domain are classified into agriculture, forest or timber and minerals lands and national parks, agricultural lands of public domain by therefore classified by law according to the use to which they may be devoted. Alienable lands to public domain shall be limited to agricultural lands. Private cooperation or association of not hold such inalienable lands or public domain except by lease a period not excluding 25 years, renewable for not more than 5 of 25 years and not exceed 1,000 hectares and area. Section 4. The Congress shall as soon as possible determine by law the specific limits of forest lands and national parks, marking clearly their boundaries the ground. Section 5. The state subject to prevention of this institution and national development policies and programs shall protect the rights indigenous cultural community to their ancestral lands to ensure their economic, social, and cultural well-being. Section 6. The use of proper bears as social function and all economics again shall contribute to the common goods individual and private goods groups including cooperation, cooperative, and similar collective organization shall have the rights to own, establish, and cooperate economic enterprise subject to duties of the state to promotion distributive justice and intervene when the common good is demands. Section 7. Save increase a hereditary succession. No private land shall be transferred or conveyed except to individuals, corporation, or association qualified to acquire to hold lands of the public domain. Section 8. Notwithstanding the prevention of Section 7 as this article, a natural born netizen of Filipinos who has lost his Philippine citizenship may be transferred to private land subject to limitation provided by law. Section 9. The Congress by established an independent economy and planning agency headed by President which shall after consultation with the appropriate public agency, various private sector, and local government units recommend to Congress and implement counting intelligent and cooperative programs and policies for national development. Section 3. The Congress shall, upon recommendation of the Economic and Planning to Agency when the national interests the state reserved to citizens of the Philippines or to cooperation or association, the last 60% of this capital is owned by such citizen or such higher percentage as congressman by principal certain areas of investment the congressman shall intact measure that will encourage the information and cooperation enterprise whose capital is wholly owned by Filipinos. Section 11. No franchise certificate or any other from authorization for the operation of the public utility shall be granted except to citizen of the Philippines or to cooperate or association organized under the laws of Filipinos at least 60% whose capital is owned by such citizen or shall such franchise certificate or authorization to exclusive and character or for a longer period than 50 years. Section 12. The state shall promote the fre- frequential use of Filipino labor, domestic materials, and locally produced goods and adopt measures that help make them competitive. Section 3. The state shall pursue a trade policy that serve the general welfare and utilize all forms and arrangement of exchange or basic of equality of reciprocity. Section 14. The sustained develop of res- reservoir of national talents consisting of Filipino scientists, entrepreneurs, professional managers, high-level technical and manpower and skilled work craftsmen in all fields shall be promoted by the state. Section 15. The Congress shall create an agency to promote the viability to growth of cooperatives, instrument for social justice and economic development. Section 16. The Congress shall not, except by general laws, provide for the information, organization, or regulation of private corporation, government-owned or controlled corporation may be created or established by special charter in the interest of the common goods and subject to the economic variability. Section 17. In time of national emergency, when the public interest so require, the state may during the emergency and under reasonable terms prescribed by it temporarily take over or direct the operation of any privately owned public unity or business affected with public interest. Section 18. The state may, in the interest or national welfare or defense, establish of cooperative, virtual industries, and upon payment of just compensation transfer to public ownership, utilizes and other private enterprise to be operated by the government. Section 19. The state shall regulate or prohibit monopolies when the public interest so requires no combination of resistant or trades or unfair competition shall be allowed. Section 20. The Congress shall establish an independent central monetary authority and members of whose governing board must be natural-born Filipino citizens of non-probity, integrity, and patriotism, and majority of whom shall come from private sector. They shall also be subject to such other qualification and disability as may prescribed by law. 21. Foreign loan may only be inquired to accordance with law and regulation of the monetary authority. Information of foreign laws obtained or granted by the government shall be made available to public. Section 22. Act which prevent or negates any of prevention to article shall be considered inimical to the national interest and subject to criminal and civil sanction as may be provided by law. That's all, ma'am, and thank you.